Infrastructure. After a decades-long infrastructural boom, China has produced numerous world-leading infrastructural projects. China has the world's largest bullet train network, the most super-tall skyscrapers in the world's largest power plant, the Three Gorges Dam, the largest energy generation capacity in the world, a global satellite navigation system with the largest number of satellites in the world, and has initiated the Belt and Road Initiative, a large global infrastructure building initiative, with funding on the order of $100 billion per year. The Belt and Road Initiative could be one of the largest development plans in modern history. Telecommunications. China is the largest telecom market in the world and currently has the largest number of active cell phones of any country in the world, with over 1.5 billion subscribers. As of 2018, it also has the world's largest number of internet and broadband users, with over 800 million internet users as of 2018, equivalent to around 60% of its population, and almost all of them being mobile as well. By 2018, China had more than 1 billion 4G users, accounting for 40% of the world's total. China is making rapid advances in 5G. By late 2018, China had started large-scale and commercial 5G trials. China Mobile, China Unicom and China Telecom are the three large providers of mobile and internet in China. China Telecom alone served more than 145 million broadband subscribers and 300 million mobile users. China Unicom had about 300 million subscribers, and China Mobile, the biggest of them all, had 925 million users as of 2018. Combined, the three operators had over 3.4 million 4G base stations in China. Several Chinese telecommunications companies, most notably Huawei and ZTE, have been accused of spying for the Chinese military. China has developed its own satellite navigation system, dubbed Baidu, which began offering commercial navigation services across Asia in 2012 as well as global services. By the end of 2018, upon the completion of the 35th Baidu satellite, which was launched into orbit on 23 June 2020, Baidu followed GPS and GLONASS as the third completed global navigation satellite in the world. Transport. The Dutch Bridge is the highest bridge in the world. Since the late 1990s, China's national road network has been significantly expanded through the creation of a network of national highways and expressways. In 2018, China's highways had reached a total length of 142,500 kilometers, 88,500 miles, making it the longest highway system in the world. China has the world's largest market for automobiles, having surpassed the United States in both auto sales and production. A side effect of the rapid growth of China's road network has been a significant rise in traffic accidents, though the number of fatalities in traffic accidents fell by 20% from 2007 to 2017. In urban areas, bicycles remain a common mode of transport. Despite the increasing prevalence of automobiles as of 2012, there are approximately 470 million bicycles in China. China's railways, which are state-owned, are among the busiest in the world, handling a quarter of the world's rail traffic volume on only 6% of the world's tracks in 2006. As of 2017, the country had 127,000 kilometers, 78,914 miles of railways, the second longest network in the world. The railway strained to meet enormous demand, particularly during the Chinese New Year holiday, when the world's largest annual human migration takes place. China's high-speed rail (HSR) system started construction in the early 2000s. By the end of 2020, high-speed rail in China had reached 37,900 kilometers, 23,550 miles of dedicated lines alone, making it the longest HSR network in the world. Services on the Beijing-Shanghai, Beijing-Tianjin, and Chengdu-Chongqing lines reach up to 350 km/h, 217 miles per hour, making them the fastest conventional high-speed railway services in the world. With an annual ridership of over 2.29 billion passengers in 2019, it is the world's busiest. The network includes the Beijing-Guangzhou-Shenzhen high-speed railway, the single longest HSR line in the world, and the Beijing-Shanghai high-speed railway, which has three of the longest railroad bridges in the world. The Shanghai maglev train, which reaches 431 km/h, 268 miles per hour, is the fastest commercial train service in the world. The port of Shanghai's deepwater harbor on Yangshan Island in the Hangzhou Bay is the world's busiest container port since 2010. Since 2000, the growth of rapid transit systems in Chinese cities has accelerated. As of January 2021, 44 Chinese cities have urban mass transit systems in operation, 488, and 39 more have metro systems approved. 489, as of 2020, China boasts the 5 longest metro systems in the world, with the networks in Shanghai, Beijing, Guangzhou, Chengdu and Shenzhen being the largest. There were approximately 229 airports in 2017, with around 240 planned by 2020. China has over 2,000 river and seaports, about 130 of which are open to foreign shipping. Citation needed. In 2017, the ports of Shanghai, Hong Kong, Shenzhen, Ningbo, Zhoushan, Guangzhou, Qingdao and Tianjin ranked in the top 10 in the world in container traffic and cargo tonnage. On 13 April 2022, a new freight railway route for freight trains from the city of Zion was launched. It will pass through Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan, Romania, Hungary, Slovakia, the Czech Republic and reach the German city of Mannheim. The length of the route is 11.3 thousand kilometers. Water supply and sanitation. Water supply and sanitation infrastructure in China is facing challenges such as rapid urbanization, as well as water scarcity, contamination, and pollution. According to data presented by the Joint Monitoring Program for Water Supply and Sanitation of WHO and UNICEF, in 2015, about 36% of the rural population in China still did not have access to improved sanitation. The ongoing South-North water transfer project intends to abate water shortage in the north. Demographics. The National Census of 2010 recorded the population of the People's Republic of China as approximately 1,370,536,875. About 16.60% of the population were 14 years old or younger, 70.14% were between 15 and 59 years old, and 13.26% were over 60 years old. The population growth rate for 2013 is estimated to be 0.46%. China used to make up much of the world's poor, now it makes up much of the world's middle class. Although a middle-income country, by Western standards, China's rapid growth has pulled hundreds of millions, 800 million, to be more precise, of its people out of poverty since 1978. By 2013, less than 2% of the Chinese population lived below the international poverty line of US $1.9 per day, down from 88% in 1981. From 2009 to 2018, the unemployment rate in China has averaged about 4%. Given concerns about population growth, China implemented a two-child limit during the 1970s and, in 1979, began to advocate for an even stricter limit of one child per family. Beginning in the mid-1980s, however, given the unpopularity of the strict limits, China began to allow some major exemptions, particularly in rural areas, resulting in what was actually a 1.5-child policy from the mid-1980s to 2015. Ethnic minorities were also exempt from one-child limits. The next major loosening of the policy was enacted in December 2013, allowing families to have 2 children if one parent is an only child. In 2016, the one-child policy was replaced in favor of a two-child policy. According to data from the 2020 census, China's total fertility rate is 1.3, but some experts believe that after adjusting for the transient effects of the relaxation of restrictions, the country's actual total fertility rate is as low as 1.1. According to one group of scholars, one-child limits had little effect on population growth or the size of the total population. However, these scholars have been challenged. Their own counterfactual model of fertility decline without such restrictions implies that China averted more than 500 million births between 1970 and 2015, a number which may reach 1 billion by 2060, given all the lost descendants of births averted during the era of fertility restrictions, with one-child restrictions accounting for the great bulk of that reduction. The policy, along with traditional preference for boys, may have contributed to an imbalance in the sex ratio at birth. According to the 2010 census, the sex ratio at birth was 118.06 boys for every 100 girls, which is beyond the normal range of around 105 boys for every 100 girls. The 2010 census found that males accounted for 51.27% of the total population. However, China's sex ratio is more balanced than it was in 1953, when males accounted for 51.82% of the total population. Ethnic groups. China legally recognizes 56 distinct ethnic groups, who altogether comprise the Zhongguo Minzu. The largest of these nationalities are the ethnic Chinese or Han, who constitute more than 90% of the total population. The Han Chinese, the world's largest single ethnic group, outnumber other ethnic groups in every provincial level division except Tibet and Xinjiang. Ethnic minorities account for less than 10% of the population of China, according to the 2010 census. Compared with the 2000 population census, the Han population increased by 66,537,177 persons, or 5.74%, while the population of the 55 national minorities combined increased by 7,362,627 persons, or 6.92%. The 2010 census recorded a total of 593,832 foreign nationals living in China. The largest such groups were from South Korea, 120,750, the United States, 71,493, and Japan, 66,159.